New patients arrived.
Right, let's see. Who else is in here? 2 hours. That's fairly quick. And on trauma, a big 7-hour one. Let's just not upgrade anything until after the next battle. The red flags are flaring for all. Yeah, I mean, I get the feeling, like you guys do, that something is going to go wrong. And then whatever. The trouble is, I need to spend some resources because we can't store them up unless I upgrade the warehouse, and then we can store them up as long as we want. So for 900, maybe that would be a good idea. Right, we can take these guys out. And I think we can start putting these in. So we'll put those on. Let's switch those over. I don't know if there's anyone left over there. Does not have preference. Preference. These did definitely have preferences before. That's okay. I'll put them on 12-hour shifts. And this needs a bit of a switch around, doesn't it? You can go to the graveyard. Okay, let's just do it like this. Can I just switch those two around or not? Okay, we'll do it that way then. And we've got 3 on and 4 off at the moment. The 4 off are tired. That'll do. For now. We'll maybe put you on as well.
Sir, medics are on the way.
Yeah, shift management is a pain in the ass. See you later, Catherine. Thanks for hanging out today.
Sir, medics are on the way.
The other options on the top of the production page. We've got this, which unlocks nutritious rations, which improves morale over time. But it's going to be very expensive on the rations. And it requires alcohol. And then you've got a boiled sweets folding machine, which increases the impact of nutritious rations by 100%, but increases the amount of rations used by it by 50%. So, I don't know. I don't know if we can afford to build that. Might be something we could. I don't know.
Sir.
It's not something I feel like is a priority. It's not even tempting me at the moment. The bullet stopped on the bone. Good. Because we keep getting morale back up after morale drops, so I don't feel like we need nutritious rations. If things were going really bad, that would be something we could throw in for sure. Right, we get a few patients slowly coming down here now. Without the ambulance. I don't know why people just don't load them into the ambulance.
Sir, may I inform you that I left a personal recommendation?
Did you? We have a VIP, do we? From John Callahan. He was born in 1867. He looks like an old pirate. Come on, John Callahan. Is this this must be a character from somewhere that we know? It has to be. According to him, he joined the military. He's not like Snake from Escape from LA or something, is he? According to him, he joined the military before the Second Boer War because he was not smart enough to become a watchmaker like his father. He never wanted to be more than a common soldier, but his exceptional service during the Second Boer War got him promoted to sergeant. After the end of the conflict, he returned to Belfast, where he became a drill sergeant in the local military camp. When the war started, he decided to join the soldiers he trained in the trenches. Okay. I urge you to carefully consider the case of Sergeant John Callahan and allow him to return to the trenches. Why do I know the name Callahan from somewhere? Oh, I'm thinking of Dirty Harry. Clint Eastwood in the detective things in San Francisco. He was called Callahan. His surname was Callahan. I don't think it was John, though. He didn't have an eye patch. He's an exceptional soldier and drill sergeant who has trained countless soldiers, and many of them still look up to him. I worked with him for many years and can say that his absence from the trenches will surely have a great negative effect on our soldiers' morale. Okay, so we need to get him back into the trenches. That's easy done, because I can put him straight into a well-rested surgeon who was... Oh god, we don't have many of these supplies anymore. I've just looked at that. Right. Engineers. 24 hours. You guys... Actually, you guys aren't too bad. Like to work the third shift in the... Nope. Alcohol production is fine. That production is actually fine for once as well. And that is not too bad. So we'll take the tired ones out for when they get exhausted. And we'll just process as much of these as possible. And now we have people to swap in as required, so that's quite good. And we've got 8 hours until the train arrives, so we'll focus on that. I'm going to just order some more of these. Just to keep us going. And to get us through the backlog of operations. John Callahan, was he a cowboy? I think, are you thinking of Rooster Coburn? Seems a bullet passed through the patient's body. Good. To see what's going on in here. All good so far? Yep, we've got a +3. We're going to cash in these others. Whether it's the right thing to do to cash all these in, I don't know, but we will spend these one way or another. Actually, we will order instantly more alcohol. Put that on the order. It's like getting a delivery order from the supermarket. We have 1 patient in here. Very good. You can rest afterwards. I did say I was going to give the new ones... Oh, he's going to be exhausted anyway, so... No, we'll just get to working through. And... Patient's body is attacked by some kind of bacteria. Due to early symptoms, our diagnosis is inconclusive. This could be tetanus, but it could only be the flu. We haven't got the anti-tetanus system. We're just going to go for longer rehab, which is fine. There's space in there. I'd love to see this in use. Just parked up doing nothing. Which makes you wonder, if I went down to the effort to upgrade the second ambulance and get that unlocked, would that even get used, or would that just be a waste of time? I have seen it being used a couple of times, but not enough. High spirit. And a clean wound. Just spent just 300 supplies in the last 24 hours. This is too slow. Try to make the engineers work 24 hours all the time. It's not too slow, Ahmed, because I'm keeping pace with what I need and I've got plenty of drafts. So, and if they work 24 hours all the time, then you just constantly change them in and out, which we do during big fights, but it's fine. There's no too slow, too fast if you're coping with what there is. And we adjust our production depending on the severity of the situation, which at the moment, it's not too bad. 1 serious wound. Okay, you can... Can you do that far? Yep, okay, you can treat him. Nice. These are both good. You should be before the 1-star. He will degrade a bit faster. So I'll switch him around for that one up there. There we go. That's okay. Upgrade the ambulance at the final stream. It was bugged before I didn't quit the game. At the end of Chapter 2, I had to start Chapter 3 from the screen, but it carried everything over that I'd got there so far. So I didn't exactly quit. But it was bugged before then. It's never worked properly. It occasionally comes out, but it's just always bugged. Use the rest of the supplies and upgrading before the train. If I had the right amount, I could, couldn't I? Just before the train arrives. We have 4 hours before the train arrives. Seems the gas agent was diluted, is not as strong. Excellent. Cheaper. We like cheap. So the train's coming at 12, I think. But we're going to be using those supplies building, so... I think I might do the warehouse. Shorter rehab. And high morale. Return it immediately or I will report you as Harry Young caught the thief. We have a thief, don't we? We have one We have a couple of people who are substance abusers that might nick stuff and stay off the shift. And we have a kleptomaniac, unless I got rid of that trait. I can't remember. Patient has signs of molten foreign material. That's okay, we go for the longer operation. We've had quite a few of those before. Train schedule, I think it was 12:02 on the schedule. We've got, yeah, 12:02. We've got food and a load of freight coming in. So we're coping okay. And then there's another one on the 3rd. So basically every 24 hours, I'm getting 2,000 of these. Oof. What the hell was that? Did you see that drop in morale of 30-some%? I can only assume that was a load of people that died here. That went shooting up. As far as I know, there's absolutely nothing we could have done to have speeded up the transport from here to there. But that was mental. So we got them out of the trenches. They died in the advanced dressing station. That's where they died. Let's have a look at the medic teams. That was mental. If only the ambulances were working. Yeah, that would be nice. So, okay, well, that has definitely lightened the load a little bit. I guess what we could do is put someone in there. We prefer not to work in the cemetery. And we'll put you in there on 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we've got 4 and 4. The nurses. I could put someone in on a 12-hour shift. I'll put you in at the operating ward. There, that's fine. I think she prefers to work there as well. Check the preferences. There, that's okay. So, with all those bonuses, morale will soon improve. But yes, this is definitely a choke point, and I just don't know what I can do differently about that. From what you see, the ambulance don't deliver 2 patients every 24 hours. They could have crawled to the hospital faster. Actually, that would make sense, because that's pretty much how the truck works in the scout map. It seems to make one journey taking 24 hours. So if they're in any way related in the mechanics in the back end of the game, then... Oh god, that John Callahan died during operation, so the HQ are not going to be happy about that. Couldn't do anything about that. Tried my best. The cemetery is understaffed. It will be now. And we've got a tired medic at the clearing station. Okay. Are they? No, they're not about to... I could just put him on the other shift, actually. I can bring him out of there. There should be enough in there for the jobs that are required. I'm going to put those on 24 hours. Actually, let's bring one of these over, because I don't think they've got anything left to do up there. 4 new patients. Terminal. Stable. Who's the quickest one? Actually... Oh, he's resting. That's fine. Do I bring that rest in? Yes, go on. And 2 in the chemical ward. We've got number 3 and a number 2. Short rehab. And a tied engineer in the pharmacy. So we're about to get the upgrade. So it does go through with my 1 upgrade plus my crafting. It does go through the 2,000 freight per day. What we can do here is throw these guys out. We'll put 3 in there. And we'll put 1 in there. And 1 in there. We're just going to stock up on a few more of these just to get through this before the train comes in. Actually, can we do that as well? We may as well bank it and make sure it runs out in the next 22 minutes for the difference it's going to make. Someone's tied in the pharmacy, but as soon as this gets to 12:02 and the train arrives, I'll switch them around. Ready? Pause. I could see that coming. Right, so take the exhausted ones out. We take him out. And I will switch him over to there. The alcohol supplies are good, so you're coming out of there. You can work 24 hours. I need some resting, but at the same time, we're going to do an improvement now. I'm going to go for, perhaps against my better judgment, but we're going to do it. I'm going to go for the improved warehouse. And let's just see if this was a mistake or whether it's the right thing to do. It's a big upgrade, so it's going to take a little while to do. And then we've got 1,000 to use over the next 24 hours. So I'm going to order some of these. We've got loads of drafts to use, so I'm just going to order 8. And I may as well put 10 alcohol on there. That's fine. And we've still got plenty of drafts, so that's excellent news. Okay, let's see what happens. Wouldn't it be awesome if the amount of freight that was delivered was related to the level of your warehouse? So if I build a bigger warehouse, they will bring me more freight. Pretty sure it doesn't work like that, but we shall see. Shorter time, we'll take that one. And there's some sort of mission up there. We better go see what that is. And on the trauma ward. Oh, okay. He's gonna plummet. Let's put you in there. Nope, that one, please. Set a rest there. That's okay. How much order does the rest building upgrade need? How much freight? It needs 1,900, so it's a big one. Oh, I hate these. HQ requested us to send chemical medicines. They're going to give us staff. So we lose 14, but gain 2 staff. That would be enough for the 2 nurses once I get the nurse building done. So, do you know what? I think we're going to do this. Send them. And then order, because that has put us a little bit low, 10 back in. I think that's a fair trade. Wow, that escalated quickly. Easy operation. Shorter operation. Less antidote. That was very timely. That was very, very timely. Staff permits are the most valuable? Yeah. They're usually always worth it, unless you're in a situation where it would take you right down to minimum medication, you didn't have resources, and you had a big load of, like a big queue for the operating ward for that particular type of medicine. But luckily, we're not in that situation. So we have lots of exhausted medic teams. We prefer not to work in the cemetery. Okay. Let's put you out of there. And you would like to... I'm going to put you there because I have a feeling... No, let's not do that. That's stupid. Let's do that. You're spare. And I was going to bring you in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and we're still good. Except they're going to be exhausted any moment soon. Let's switch that over then. Put you on 2. And you on 1. Who's... Oh, that's a nurse. Right. So other than... We don't need anything. I think we're fine. Rehab is filling up quickly. Let's get rid of the 1s. No, there's no quick way to shortcut these, is there? 3. I don't know, I might put some 2s back in here. He's got no combat experience at all. He would gain some. I'm kind of worried that if I throw them all out, are we reducing the potential stockpile for later. I just don't know. I don't know how the game mechanics works. We don't see what's in the army pool at the front line at all. But the train does bring in fresh casualties from not from our region, doesn't it? So it's kind of like a new supply. We will... Preliminary analysis indicates the patient's mental state is stable and could recover if given enough time away from combat. Yeah, that's fine by me. There's a mission for HQ. Oh, there is, actually, to send... Okay, we're going to do that. We just need to send one more and that's done. 2 doctors are waiting for new assignments. Well, oh god, serious. You can have the quick one in there. This is starting to build up a little bit now. We'll let the guy have his rest, because we're on course here, so this is fine. And in this ward... I keep pushing poor 1-stars back. I mean, they will be getting a little bit fed up, I imagine, eventually. Don't think you need to do that, do you? Yeah, you can come out and do some work. He's resting. No. Doesn't need to rest there. And we'll put that in there. Yeah, we kind of... That's going to take ages to do. I'll take you out. I think we're probably going to need more of these. Actually, we need more of both. And I have some of those on order, so we should be okay for those when they arrive. Chapter 3 is about sending back to headquarters missions and more frequent battles. Yeah, we're coping with them so far. The first one nearly... Well, it did catch me out. We had to reload the game, but other than that, it's been okay. Stick those on there. Was there somebody else? Nope. Good then. And we will... Oh, okay. During the operation, a serious bone fracture was diagnosed. All bone fragments must be removed to ensure a successful operation. What are we dealing with here? This is just one of the regular ones. Okay. So we'll just go for a longer operation. We don't need to amputate it. We don't need to increase the cost. That's... Unless he dies on it, he is serious. Sod it, it's a cost of 1. We can afford that. And we have here cheaper. Right. Jesus, this is... It's too much happening. Oh, increased cost, but shorter rehab. I don't want to amputate his leg. Put him in. We got the stuff. We have no shortage anymore. That's perfect then. Let's have a look. So the damage done by gas to the patient's lungs was much more severe than anticipated. His chance of survival are nigh impossible. So if I use oxygen support, he will no longer be fit for duty, but he will more likely survive. So that's the first time we've done that, but it's probably saving us someone. The battles will become worse as we get to the end. I have no doubt. That's why we can boost people into here. We have 3 going in. That's fine. Okay, that's a complicated one. And we have a good one there at the back. It is tough work. In trauma. In rehab. Let's see. Yeah, throw them out. At this point, I'm sure I don't need any more. Just send them all back to HQ. We're going to spend all those things stocking up on materials for the later battles. Actually, that's going to be a great idea. Once the warehouse gets built, accept and close. There's probably going to be another headquarters mission soon. But we'll be able to stock up on all the medical supplies we want. We're doing quite well. As long as there's no maximum on this. Oh my god. That pharmacy. Excellent. Decreased cost. We will take one of those. That's always benefit. But we increase it here. So, it appears the patient's eyes were heavily contaminated by the chemical agent. I feel if we not treat this now, he will become blind. We can sacrifice the patient's eyesight, which is a shame, but we can actually. We've got the eyes irrigation solutions, so it just costs a bit more, but we'll take it on. Right, my pharmacy full of engineers. We were going to do the nurses' housing next, weren't we? Yes, we were. Okay, then. Well, you two are going to have to come out. Who do I need in there? (16 and 21). Kind of both. Put him in there for now. Whew. What's the situation? Nothing coming from there. There should be nothing. Oh, God. I made a mistake that could cost the patient his life. I managed to correct it, but I would like to conduct an additional examination to ensure his safety. Longer operation. This is fine. At least we spotted the mistake. And he's healing better from the burns. Right, so if I click on this. This has one wounded person still there. I'm getting a bit tired of having to switch people in and out of this all the time. I guess what we need... We have some more staff. I'd say we get 2 nurses and 1 engineer. Unless I go for another trauma guy. We need to upgrade that trauma thing, don't we? I'll do the nurses first. We've got 8 days. We're gonna have some serious upgrades going on towards the end. Put him in there. And put him in there. Scout doing nothing. Thank you. I was waiting for that. I saw the thing ticking down shortly before. A lone farm. A woman is worried about her sister that lived on an isolated farm near the front line with her husband and daughter. She asks the scout team to check on the farm to make sure that they left during the evacuation. 14 hours. Still quicker than taking a truck there. Pause before this guy runs away. Oh, God, impractical. Everyone picks up these really bad negative traits. So I can exchange for the playful funny. So he performs slightly less efficient when working solo, but works better with others. That's not a problem. They're nearly always working with others. It's quite rare someone's in by themselves. And if they are, there's usually nothing to do. But he also works much slower working with others. Oh, God, works much slower. Oh, he works much slower, and others working with them tire more. He is just bad. I should put others working with them tire less as friendly to counteract that, I think. Yeah, I think I'll do the friendly one until I can get rid of impractical. So that should counteract. To some extent, if not completely. That's fine. What's the schedule? We've got 14 patients coming in an hour. No, sorry, in 12 hours. Nearly. Okay, that gives us time to deal with the ones we have and the tired guy in the pharmacy. So at some point, I might just start spending these and just put some guys back on 12-hour shifts here. We want to work for the 8-hour shift as well, don't we? We've got 2 dead patients on the waiting list. Oh, let me go and have a look at that then. Something must have altered there. So we'll take him out. I am going to need trauma meds. And we'll put him in. Not fully rested. So what happened? Oh, it's because of the time? Okay. This is going to be fine. So all we do is we put them in here. And then he goes over to there. And we take him off his rest. And then... Could have done with someone extra in trauma, couldn't I? What if I put him there? He lives if you put him in there. I guess because these are two 10-hour operations, which are massive. And these are shorter ones. I won't let him get exhausted. Okay. Well spotted. I wouldn't have gone back and checked that. Well, I might have gone back and checked that, but... 2 one-hour operations. Great. We'll get some experience for the new surgeon. And we hang on in there a little bit longer. Someone died in operation. That's a shame. And the pharmacy's exhausted. Yeah, I feel like I need a lot of these churning out at the moment. Right, I'm putting him on a 12-hour shift so that I don't need to mess about with him. He's going to rest for a bit now. Yeah, okay. The alcohol's cheap. I can always afford to buy that stuff in as long as we have a train that works. We have another battle approaching. Interesting. Right, so at this point, let's put him on there. So we need to start throwing people back into the front lines. Where's all my +3s at? I don't think it'll take long. There we go, we've gone blue already. But yes, maybe a few of these. We'll get rid of the +1s. And he can actually gain quite a bit of combat experience if he survives. So we'll send those in. What? That is a very, very, very long rehab for whoever that was. That's like 3... Really? 2 days. Yep, it's a 2-day rehab. Brutal. Must have been a trauma patient. You can switch the engineers from chemical to trauma meds. I'll build up... It's okay, I'm keeping an eye on that. Follow normal procedure. We have no option. It's normal procedure on this one.
Sir, we have received a dispatch concerning one of the patients.
Okay, we have a VIP. Karl von Bernstein. Okay, we can treat him straight away. This is nice. A German officer that was captured by the British forces in April. The initial interrogation revealed that he is the son of a German called Herzog Erich von Bernstein, an heir to the title. He joined the military of his own will and was quickly promoted to the rank of Oberst. The German HQ agreed to exchange him and other prisoners of war for 5 British officers and almost a platoon of enlisted soldiers. This is from Douglas Haig himself. I write to you to inform you that HQ requires you to operate on prisoner Obst... What is his... is it Oberst? Anyway, Karl von Bernstein, and restore him to health, as his well-being was agreed as part of the prisoner exchange between us and the Germans. As he was deemed critical to the success of the exchange. Right, okay. So he absolutely has to be done. So we put him in with the best surgeon. And he'll be absolutely exhausted. We put him in with the second best surgeon. Because we don't want a tired one doing the job. He is rested, so he can come out of retirement and do that one. That name screams sending to headquarters. Good. Keep the cheap ones coming. We have so many of these. I'm just going to go in because we're slightly behind on both of those, and just give me just a leg up. What about... No, that will do. I think that will do. Maybe. I mean, we can order that, and it still barely touches our stock. We can still make any upgrade that we want, which is perfect. Let's go shorter rehab. Yeah, that's sodding warehouse expansion. I mean, we spent the points for it, so what I might do is do the nurse... Yeah, I might do the nurse upgrade. The houses upgrade. Take the engineers off the warehouse, put them on the nurse house, and then go back to the warehouse afterwards, and then get 2 nurses in the meantime. So we'll do this in 12 hours when the next upgrade comes, because this is going to run out really, really soon. And that being the case, well, we may as well let it drip dry. There's no benefit to keeping them. This is all we use it for. I can stop producing alcohol, I think. If I did that, well, how much is he producing? He doesn't say. It would nice. Come on, game. It should tell me. The trauma meds will fill up fast. The chemical ones won't. He's exhausted. Let's take him out. And I'll put him in there. Alcohol's cheap to buy, so we'll just burn through our stocks of that. I was lucky with the VIP, having someone ready to go in straight away. Well, I mean, it doesn't mean that he's going to pass the test, but it looks like he came out all right, so... Right, I think we're keeping on top of everything here. No one's waiting. How are the medics doing? The medics are okay with the teams we've got set assigned there. We prefer not to work in the cemetery. I'm going to take those out. Cemetery are doing 12-hour shifts, slowly burying people. I'm leaving someone in there in case I get caught out by an event. Someone did ask, why do I leave someone in there when there's nothing to do? It's just purely... because, well, they don't seem to tire if there's nothing to do, so that's fine. But also, if there's an event happens that I don't notice or I'm tunnel visioned on something else at the time, then at least we've got someone in there to do it. And at the moment, apart from maybe the cemetery, there's no pressing reason to put them anywhere else. So we'll stick at that. A nurse, we could throw in... Be nice to get this up, wouldn't it? She's going to go exhausted. Actually, I'm just going to switch her out now for a rest, because she's definitely going to go exhausted. So 2 more nurses, so we can do 12-hour shifts in here. And here, and that's... 4 more nurses would be nice, because getting more into rehab later would be really good. So when we do overload rehab, we can really churn people through it. It's quite good. Let's have a look at rehab, actually. Do we get our VIP in here? It's bugged out. Okay. Fair enough, game. All right. I've seen this happen a couple of times in the playthrough. We'll just come back in. I think there's supposed to be a VIP in there, but I'm not entirely certain. I saw him finish... Oh, he might not have arrived yet. I saw him finish in the operation theatre. So... is he already at Centre HQ? Ah, there he is. Is he? Yeah, captive. Right, so in here... This is better. We'll put the +2 in. I am going to put the +3s back in. Because I feel like I should build up a stock of seasoned veterans for the final combats. Let's have a look. The patient exhibits strong tendencies for vengeance towards enemy competence. We've had someone like this in before. So this looks like a tick all round. We'll go for this one. I mean, we're back at 100% morale. I can do the canteen again. Let's go on to half rations. So we lose 4.1% morale per meal. That's not too bad, because it ticks back up because of all the shift preferences. Okay, that's not too bad. We can cope with that. Adding a dog. Okay, I know what you mean. The scouts. If I go to that, I think I would have to do this. This is affordable. Yeah, I can have increased number of dogs. I can have an extra dog in the team, in the scout team. So yes, I could. It's a shame. Shame the scouting thing isn't more fun. Oh, that's also something we can do. Decreases the scout team travel time by 25%. We'll do some scouting bonuses. I'm not worried about that, but the dogs and this, we'll try and get that done in case we can get more things done. Can I afford that now? Go on then. Let's do that now. In the staff lodging. Let's put them in. And then let's also do this and assign. And we'll get it built pretty quick. We're going to run out of these, so it's okay. I'm just going to use the chits here to order more stuff. We've got 9 hours before the next train comes in anyway, so that's okay. So I think we go back to 12-hour shifts. We'll take you out of there. We'll leave that in until someone gets tired. So we'll just use up what's left. Yeah, more dogs would be good. Okay, we need to send 24 soldiers to headquarters. I don't think that's going to be a problem. We're currently at blue and everything, so everyone's going in. Was there anything else ticked over there that I... Ah, it's pharmacy. Even on 12-hour shifts. Let's just switch them over. So he can rest. Are we maxed out on this? Okay, you can come out of there. Oh, because I think I had the train come in, did I, with some stuff? That's fine then. That's okay. Yeah, that is okay. That's fine. We've got enough meds to get through, I think. Everything on the list. Well, they're fine. The trauma ward. This is always the one that takes the time, isn't it? I would like to get the trauma ward up and running, I think. But so far, this is looking quite successful. Nearly done with the dogs. Brilliant. Hit pause. So I don't know if we can assign the extra dogs to the scouts right away. Let's take those two out because they're just knackered. And we put everyone into this who's blue. Would prefer not to work in the engineering depot. Well, he's not, but that doesn't really count. That's fine. So, can I just... I can't because they're on a mission, so I'm going to guess that I can add an extra dog. Max dogs counts 1. I thought we could add extra... Have I done the wrong one then? Because I was under the impression we can have 2 dogs per team. Oh, is it just 1? Oh, crap. Well... What I could do is I could take one of the scouts out of the other team and put it so we have 1 scout per team instead of 2 in 1. So it's just 1 dog per team? Oh, crap. Okay. Never mind. That was a wasted... Well, it's not necessarily wasted. What I would love to do is get the other scout... Actually, could I even do anything with the other scout? No, because we only have 1 mission on the go at a time. So absolutely no benefit having an extra team there in this scenario at the moment. Unless something unlocks later. But, Oh, once again, the dreaded scout screen has tripped me up. I maybe should have checked that first. No, there's no point. There's no point ordering a second scout or extra scouts because there's nothing for the second team to go and do. Strong-willed. Like, in the first scenario, there was multiple missions to go and do, but only one scout team. And by the time I got the second scout team, about chapter 2, there's very, very little for the second one to do. So we agree that no scout upgrade to scout team other than travel time. Unless you wanted to try and get some of the benefit from the missions in the first chapter, and possibly some in the second, it'd be worth getting a second team for that. But there doesn't seem to be a great benefit to it whatsoever. I only lost 21 materials, so it's no great loss at all. We seem to be coping, so that's fine. No one's waiting here. No one's about to die, so that's good. They're all out of there. Yeah, we're good, and we've got the rest of the day till this kicks off. I think we can speed things up. Oh, no, someone's arrived. I'm in the wrong place. The nurses have just all changed shift. We want that one, don't we? So, 2 guys have just come in. We'll put them on... We'll put you on there. And I guess you need a perk as well, so... Try and get the doctors leveled up would be really, really nice. So, train arrives in 4 hours. Someone died during operation? Crap. Okay, so at this point, we are out of things. You get a shorter rehab, that's great. We can take all our engineers off duty here because there's absolutely no benefit to it. And what we might... Oh, no, I can't put one alcohol production, can I? Actually, no, I can maybe put them on these still. Let's have a look. Does anyone have any preference? No. So, oh no, it does take freight still, so that's okay. That's fine. What I'll do is I will order some alcohol, and you may as well come off there. And maybe some surgical bits. We're about to get a load of stuff, so it's going to work out cool. It's not long until the warehouse is done, actually. It's a shame it's not going to beat the train, but that's okay. Have I missed anyone? Is anyone exhausted anywhere? It's looking okay at the moment. Apart from the 3 that I've forgotten to go and see in here. We have... I'll put you in charge of this one. And you may as well... I'm going to put him on there. And just get some extra experience for this guy. Here we go, a lone farm. The scout team reaches the isolated farm where the woman's sister was supposed to live with her husband and a 10-year-old daughter. The house on the farm is partially destroyed, probably bombed by enemy aircraft or artillery. There are also signs of a fire and explosions. The upper floor is completely ruined, but the bottom appears to be stable enough for the scouts to enter. Search of the house revealed a horrible sight. 2 adult bodies, burned beyond recognition, were buried under the rubble. Is this Uncle Owen's farm from Tatooine? Search the rest of the farm. Further search reveals tracks in the barn. They appear to belong to a child and a horse. Examining the tracks, they quickly conclude that the child must have mounted the horse and fled to the nearby forest, probably trying to reach the nearest village by the shortest route. Understood. So if we go to this, we have this now. I guess the only advantage of having 2 teams, because at the moment we have to send the same team to the next mission and the next mission. Sometimes they gather resources up from the missions, but you need to return them to the hospital to drop it off. So if you had 2 teams, you could have one coming back to drop materials off, whilst the other went to continue the mission. So that's the only advantage. But at the moment, the scouting side of the game feels unfinished. Anyway, we'll assign them to the next mission. The little bits of stories are good that come up. I do like that. But the whole mechanics around it needs a rework. Or a fix. I'll take a fix. Okay, so you are operating. You're in good condition. I'll put you on there. And trauma's building up again. And the medication is getting to be a problem. And pause. Next, excellent. We've got a good fresh supply. Let's go and... do you know what? I will think I'll wait for the warehouse upgrade to be finished. No, I won't. I'll go and do this now because it's going to be fine. So we want housing. And I think that would be a hell of a jump to do that one, wouldn't it? The rest time. We won't do that. So that's the engineers, the nurses, and the medics. We're going to go for the nurses. And we're going to improve that. It's only 500. So this is quite affordable. Assign. And at the same time, we can now put people back to work in here. So we're probably going to want a lot of these building up for this battle coming. And we're going to need trauma meds. But we're nearly at the limit. And alcohol would be super cheap to buy. So I will put someone in there creating some. Or should I? I can have up to 60 alcohol. I'm just going to order the alcohol that I need for the train and see what it does. So, yeah, 4th of November. Another stock of that. Right, let's put some orders in. And order 30. Okay, that's fine. We're doing really well for this. Food is fine as well at the moment. This is on half rations as well. Can't wait for your playthrough to Frostpunk 2. I don't know. I think I might need like 6 months in the rehabilitation centre before Frostpunk 2. I remember Frostpunk 1 was quite stressful and last autumn was really stressful. So we'll see what 2 is like. When's it due out, by the way? We're going for nurses this time, Kron. Hey, Gaggy, you just finished the game? Nice. Did you enjoy it? Let's have a look. Okay, we'll put someone straight into there. Stop training up the junior doctors. You made it somehow with this game, having no autosave. Oh, no, it needs an autosave. That's on my list of points. That was nearly number 1 on my list of points for the review. It desperately needs an autosave. Okay, we've got patients coming in now. So we'll just get them worked through. Hey, the chemical ward. Actually, we got the place cleared out. That is excellent. Tracks. Following the horse tracks, the scouts quickly find the body of a horse. The animal had a broken leg and a torn underbelly. The horse must have tripped on a protruding root during the frantic gallop and tumbled onto the ground, throwing off its rider. Further investigation revealed traces of a small figure clawing away from the horse's body. Following them, the scouts find an unconscious little girl hidden under a nearby shrub. She was a little bruised and her face bore marks of tears and exhaustion, but otherwise she appeared to be unharmed. She must have been through hell, the commander thought, while providing first aid. Take the girl to the hospital to her aunt. Her aunt is there? Okay. Oh, yes, because that's who gave us the mission. Little Dorothy. Find the missing girl. Shorter operation. Anyone else coming in here, by the way? Yes, I thought so. Alright, we've got someone serious now. I'll put you on the list there. And I think you're going to be out next. Actually, take that off. We don't need those. They didn't say. Some people think November. Okay, cool. Well, that gives me plenty of time to recover, thankfully. I am even having a holiday in between now and then. So yeah, I should be mentally refreshed for Frostpunk 2. I've got a Let's Play of Frostpunk 1 over on the Let's Play channel. Let's see if my links button will work today. Actually, it's not the links button. It's the stream deck. No, I take it that's a no then. So what I'll do is I'll just copy that manually. Copy link. You guys want to watch? I'll put it on Twitch and YouTube. There you go. Yeah, I have a playthrough of the original Frostpunk on there. It was a fairly stressful game, but good fun. I really liked it. Shorter rehab. Gimme, gimme, gimme. What's this? Oh, he's got flu. Right, I can give him influenza treatment. We're actually okay for chemical treatments at the moment. Well, I say that. Okay, you go on there. And it's a 1 hour one, so you can go on... You can go on there. Get that guy through. Oh, wait, he needs to go in sooner, actually. Right, I could do with a trauma upgrade. I think this might be my next upgrade, actually. You can go in there. Depends how many more of these we get, of course. If we don't keep getting more, then there'll be no point trying to upgrade the trauma station. Any thoughts on the game New Cycle? I've not heard of New Cycle. What's that about? What happened? Someone died? Oh, that sucks. Alright, that's okay at the moment. Who can we throw out then? We've got to send troops back to headquarters anyway. So this works out quite well for us. Who's in there? There's a 2. Okay, let's put them back on there. Yeah, I've not come across New Cycle before. Yeah, the game-breaking bugs in this are quite a problem. And more clear UI. I agree, Gaggy. I'd love to see a few improvements to scouting in particular and just general fixes to everything else. I like the general gameplay and the theme. So, I mean, I wouldn't have stuck with it or streamed it so hard if I didn't. Have had fun. Oh, God, there's someone... The medicine prepared for the operation may be contaminated with other substances. You mean someone's done a poo in the medicine box, haven't they? The phantom shitter strikes again in the camp. Okay, discard them and use a new batch. That was sodding expensive. Engineers. I guess we are on a 24-hour shift again. Do we need to start ordering? Do you know what? I am tempted. I am tempted just to do this on 12-hour shifts. But we're going to need someone else. I could do with that extra slot opening up. That's something that we can potentially look at now. But
HQ sent us an additional squad of soldiers straight from Britain. There is also a dispatch for you, sir.
Excellent. HQ sent us something very nice indeed. I'm going to order some more of those. Right, let me read this. I write to inform you that the prisoner exchange was successful. It was decided that your accomplishments should receive a proper reward, and as many prisoners were aware of the hospital's contribution in the matter, a portion of them will be sent as reinforcements to the 36th Division. I bet they can't wait to get straight back on the front line. So what do we actually get? We got plus 10 reinforcements. Well, that's good. That's good. And an easy operation as well. So morale's flying high. Morale's lowering because probably because of this. Okay, let's put that on back onto normal rations for a bit. And just let me catch up. I feel like a load of things just changed there. Bullet passed through. Are we behind on anything? We are a little bit. So you can get fixing there. That bit's okay. Over here, we've got 3 more just to throw out, I think, into headquarters. And then there was the nurse. We need to have a look at the nurse. Did we get that? We got the nurse's housing done. Right. I need to order some nurses. Let's go do that. And see who we get. And hopefully they won't be like a load of combative, arrogant, sarcastic, etc., etc. So, nurse. Nurse. It's time for my medication. 2 nurses. Order. Done. And let's see if... I hope we get some more staff requisitions as well. High spirit. Shorter operation. Have I tried Railway Empire 2? I haven't even tried Railway Empire 1. I haven't played a game like that since... Oh god, Railroad Tycoon 2 back in the 90s, which I quite liked. We played it multiplayer for a bit. Well, I'm sure the computer cheated. It was way better than we were.